Smith. There's a penalty marker on the play. It's down where the tackle was made.
Scott Mitchell got the one-on-one coverage on the outside, and Mark Ingram just outran Ben Smith.
If it stands, it'll cover 69 yards.
I think you're going to get a face mask on the end of the play and put it down on about the 2.5.
Face mask by the tackler, half the distance, first down, goal to go.
Nothing fancy about this play. You learn this one in the backyard. One guy takes off, runs as fast as he can, and the other guy tries to catch up. Mark Ingram, tremendous speed, and then a nice job of the concentration. Ben Smith's going to grab the face mask at the end of the play just to keep him out of the end zone. Perfectly thrown ball by Scott Mitchell.
Mitchell looking good. And first and goal, Dolphins bidding to recapture the lead here in the second quarter. High formation, tailback Higgs, airborne and short of the goal line. It'll be spotted inside the 1 and second and goal for the Dolphins.
Well, I can't help think of all the great goal line stands that I've seen over the years from this Philadelphia Eagles defense, but now Reggie White and company. Jerome Brown, of course, no longer here after his passing. Just wonder if this bunch has that same kind of heart.
Myers and Higgs, I formation. Higgs again. Touchdown. Mark Higgs, in his 6th year from Kentucky, has his second rushing touchdown of the season.
And Mark Ingram is saying, please, coach, just keep throwing that one deep. That guy can't cover me. It's got to be a little bit of a relief for Don Shula. There's so much pressure now hanging over his head after the loss last week, and, you know, all the media attention, and people really don't know what to say after you lose one when you're going for the record. I'm sure that he'd really like a chance just to get that thing over and done with.
Remember, they blew the first extra point attempt. Stoyanovich, though, boots this one through. And so the Dolphins bounce back on top with 3:21 left in the second quarter. In scoring position, then Mark Higgs rammed it in on the score.
Mark Higgs only 5'7", but with great leaping ability and great power for a little guy, and just takes it and runs right through the arm tackle of Seth Joyner for the easy touchdown.
Only 5'7", but he has thighs like oak trees.
And we did have a chance to talk with Richie Kotite yesterday about the possibility of Bernie Kosar coming here. He said they did indeed, after he cleared waivers, talk to Mr. Kosar, who had been acting as his agent, and Mr. Kosar informed them that the Philadelphia Eagles were a distant third behind Dallas and Miami. They were interested.
Stoyanovich with kickoff. Sikahema and Walker, the deep men for the Eagles.
Go, Mike, go, Mike, go, Mike, go!
Sikahema on a reverse. They'll hand it off. Smith still going, and just short of the 40-yard line is spun out of bounds. Otis Smith, who earlier made the great downing of the punt inside the Dolphin 1, gets the handoff on the reverse from Sikahema.
A bit of trickery out of Rich Kotite. They do a nice job of setting it up the middle, and the reverse is coming. Only a handful of players out here that could possibly make the play. Nice job of running that one down from behind by Bruce Alexander.
He lose his shoe in the process there? Was it? Or tape flapping?
Rich Kotite feeling like got to pull all the bags out of the trick with the offense struggling the way that it has been.
O'Brien. Pass to Williams is complete. Close to midfield and an Eagle first down. In front of J.B. Brown, it goes for 14 yards.
There was some doubt as to whether or not Calvin Williams was going to start this game because of a hip injury, but he appears to be running very well. J.B. Brown unable to keep his footing, and Calvin Williams, who had such a huge day against the Redskins earlier this year, 8 catches, 181 yards, 3 touchdowns, has been kind of silent lately, though. Just 6 catches in his last 3 games.
Bryant fakes one way, screen to Walker. Caught from behind almost, managed to get away, and to the 40-yard line. That'll be another Eagle first down. Lewis Oliver, as Herschel Walker shows us a bit of nifty running on the screen.
Boy, and I like what Zeke Bartkowski and Rich Kotite are doing with this offense. They've really pulled out all the stops that time with the fake screen to one side, come back to a screen on the other side with Herschel Walker. Wonder if maybe Zeke learned that one from Bart Starr in his days as a backup behind Bart at Green Bay.
7 of 10 for O'Brien. Walker has caught 4 of those. O'Brien to Hebron in the flat. He'll go one-on-one and will get away. Hebron with a nice move. He got maybe 7 yards. Troy Vincent stops him after he gets the 7-yard gain, which brings us to the 2-minute warning. 13-7, but the Eagles try to mount a drive before halftime. And at intermission, stay with us for the Domino's Pizza NFL Live halftime report. Jim Lampley and Mike Ditka, all the scores and highlights. Plus, Ahmad Rashad will have his midseason report coming up at halftime here. Ahmad will tell us his thoughts halfway through the NFL season. Don Shula, hoping to become the all-time winningest NFL coach. 325 would be the magic number. Trying to hold off the Eagles here, though, before halftime, leading 13-7. Hebron has a block. Hebron makes a move at the 20, and he's down to the 11-yard line. Great block by Mike Shad in front of Vaughn Hebron, who turned it into a key first down run. Oliver and Hollier finally got him down.
Don't tell me this Vaughn Hebron isn't some kind of a running back. You see number 79, Mike Shad's going to throw the key block on the outside, but it's the speed of Hebron that allowed him to get around the corner, and then a nice move for another 10 yards. Mr. Electric for these Eagles, Vaughn Hebron.
23 yards on this run. Here's O'Brien, fakes the pass, hands to Walker, and Herschel is to the 7-yard line.
One of the things that Richie Kotite was really happy about with Herschel Walker is that he's sort of eliminated all those tippy-toe steps that had been such a problem in the past, and especially in Minnesota. Now seems to be running much harder than he did with the Vikings.
Walker, the only setback as they go with 2 tight ends, Bavaro and Johnson. That's Johnson in motion. And O'Brien's going to throw for the end zone. Drills it complete. Calvin Williams has the Eagle touchdown.
What is it about Ken O'Brien against the Miami Dolphins? He just always seems to tear them up. Another one to Calvin Williams. Kenny O'Brien told us yesterday that he feels so much more comfortable with this Eagles offense after being in it now for a few weeks, and I am beginning to be a believer.
What an impressive drive by the Eagles to take the lead just before halftime. O'Brien with his 2nd touchdown pass.
We really thought there was a pretty good chance that Kenny O'Brien would have been benched by this point in the game and that Bubby Brisher would be in. But O'Brien by far playing his best as an Eagle.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He's 9 of 12, 69 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And Barr's extra point puts Philadelphia back in front by 1 at 14-13.
So now the Philadelphia Eagles have scored more points than they have at any time in this losing streak. They scored 6 against Chicago, 10 against the Giants, 10 at home against Dallas, and just 3 last week on the road in Phoenix. And Ken O'Brien, unquestionably, along with Vaughn Hebron, have been the spark.
Well, Shula again sees his team down a point as he gets ready to head to the locker room. 36 seconds left.
Tom, I really think that the key play on that drive was the reverse on the kickoff return. Miami seemed to have all the momentum after the bomb, and then all of a sudden, Richie Kotite comes back with the reverse, and it just seemed to shift the momentum back towards the Eagles.
Meanwhile, as The kick is getting ready to take place from Barr. There are two